Hello and welcome to Midget Restoration Part 2. Today we are tackling the electrical issue that is plaguing this car. So this thing has a small, well, I already fixed it, but it had a small electrical issue to where it would turn over if, well, this is very difficult to explain right off the top of my head since I don't script these. But this is basically how it went. So, when you would get into the car, you would turn the ignition on, and the light would come on very slowly and very dimly. And then when you tried to turn anything else on, the light would go off and the thing would not go on. Sometimes it would come on brightly really quickly, but if you tried to turn anything else on, it would go immediately off. Now, that may have been a connection, and it was a connection. It was the battery connection itself. See, when I was originally doing part 1, I was turning the car over. I had the battery out of the car with 2 jumper cables doing the connecting, so it was very easy to get a connection. When I tried to put the battery into the car, I realized that space back there is very small. Oh, the camera's slow. Anyway, it was very small, so I put it over here, just rerouting some stuff and taking the emission thing off. This is just a temporary spot. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I think I'll put it in the trunk. But after I did that, I had realized that it was not working. So it had to be a connection. What I did not know was a connection, so I was trying everything, and everything was not working. So eventually, the connections were cleaned. The terminals on this one have been replaced, and I had to put a quick connect there because this is a really far ground over there. And then I had to put a new terminal on the positive one since the old one has been, let's just say, corroded beyond usability. It was very, very bad. It had been sitting since, it's probably the original one, I would guess, probably. And it's been sitting since 1977 on a battery that had been sitting in the car since 1974. It was the original battery, because this car has not run since 1977, and it will not run in this part. We will get to the running in the next part, but yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. I had to do something. But, yes, so the running will be in part 3. I just got the key out of my pocket. Let's turn the thing over. This thing has no rust, by the way. It's pretty nice. But anyway, let's turn this thing over. So, to insert the key, we do this. Okay, now the key is inserted, and the lock will go off. Okay, now the key is off. Now the ignition is on. I accidentally hit the starter by mistake. Okay. Oh, I believe this thing has been sitting because it may have a clutch issue. Because if I move the pedal, nothing is going on. And I think the master cylinder would do something, and it isn't. So that's going to be fun. But the engine is turning over now, which is very good. If I can turn the key off. Okay, so now that the engine is turning over, and everything works, let's just try the lights, parking, full beam, and let's try high beam, low beam. Flash high beams doesn't seem to work. Turn the lights off. Indicators, they're not working right now. I think maybe the fuse might be blown. Okay, so, oh wait, no, the ignition isn't on. Oops, that's not the indicators, that's the wipers. Okay, the indicators work. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the indicators work. Everything like that works, except for the ignition right now. Because, oh no. Okay. Anyway, back to where I was going. The ignition doesn't work because the points are dirty, because they've been sitting since 1977. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the points, and then see if the car will run. And if the car runs, I will document that in Midget Restoration, Part 3. Thanks for watching.